Welcome back. Of course, I've been speaking to Trudy and to Nythen, who have been talking to us about their Symphony of the Soul classical concert that will be taking place very soon. You guys were telling me how excited you are. I think your excitement has rubbed off on me as well. I'm also excited. So when is it going to take place exactly?
It's going to take place this Saturday, 29 July, at the College of the Arts in town.
Before I ask you how the College of the Arts is involved in this, because that's where your venue is going to be, when did you guys decide that you want to go into this career of music?
Well, for me, I never knew growing up that classical music existed. I mean, you hear bits and pieces in movies here and there, but I never knew it existed. I never knew about this world. And when I started studying in Windhoek back in 2015, at the end of the year I joined the College of the Arts Youth Choir, and that's where my singing sort of started. I actually started a bit back when I was still in high school in the Southern Youth Choir, but College of the Arts Youth Choir started in 2015. In 2017, this is also where I met Trudy, by the way.
Right.
And in 2017 is when I enrolled at the College of the Arts for the classical singing program with our lecturer, Nythen.
Right.
So that's how I started.
And Trudy, how did you know that you want to be in this music? Because a lot of people associate classical music with old people and, not young people like you.
Yeah, we've been getting that a lot. Ever since we started advertising the concert, that's the main thing that people have been asking us. So I've basically been singing my entire life. Grew up on the farm. My grandfather used to play his little accordion and we would just sing at night, Then when I was 15 years old, my mom helped me join the College of the Arts Youth Choir, the Kota Youth Choir. And I think that is where my life took a complete turn, because ever since that point, I've just been going. A couple of years later, Fani, our conductor, he introduced me to Hermine Kutsia, who is the classical music singing teacher at the College of the Arts, and I started attending classes with her.
Right.
So yeah, ever since then I've just been singing.
That's so beautiful. Now, how does the College of the Arts factor into it being the venue of where your concert will be held? Obviously, that's where you guys have studied, that's where you started, that's where you studied and so on.
Well, we're still enrolled with the College of the Arts and still doing our classes with Hermine Kutsia. Okay. I am currently busy with my grade 8 in classical singing at the College of the Arts, or through the College of the Arts. So that's how it sort of factors in. And Trudy is currently busy with her.
I'm busy with my ATCL. It's through the College of the Arts, but it is a qualification I will be getting from the Trinity College in London through the College of the Arts.
Great.
So yeah.
So how does, is there a big following of Namibia, or in Namibia, for classical music, would you say?
I would say so. I just don't think it's across all communities.
Right.
And that is sort of one of the barriers that we're trying to break. We're trying to make it more inclusive and educate more young people in classical music specifically. Basically
engaging with young people, which is why this concert specifically is not only going to be about, or we're not only going to sing classical songs, we're also incorporating some contemporary music, to ease it up on the ear, because we understand as classical musicians that it's not the easiest thing to sometimes listen to, but it's, once you really get into it, it's the most amazing thing that you ever experience. Sorry for my.
So, talking to us about your classical music experience, what are some of the big names that inspire you, that you have been listening to, and their music?
As classical singers, that's a little difficult to answer.
We listen to dead people music. No, I'm joking. No, but specifically when we talk about classical music, and when we talk about people who inspire us, who are, singing the music that are currently still alive, yeah, we have inspiration. For example, I specifically love listening to Bryn Treffel. He's an amazing baritone. I love listening to Placido Domingo.
Yes.
I love listening to him as well. Just to name a few. But what I do love singing specifically, you know, is pieces composed by Bach. That's like my ultimate goal that I want to work towards too.
Yeah.
Right,
Bach
right.
music is so lovely to sing.
Very difficult.
Especially for me and Nythen in our specific voice groups of singing. Like I am a soprano, but I'm a light soprano. And he also has sort of a lighter voice,
baritone,
a light baritone. For us, the Bach compositions are really awesome to sing because you can like play around a lot up here.
That's beautiful. And how did you guys know that you will be compatible in your music, you know, to sing together? Or did Hermine help you with that?
To be honest, it kind of just happened.
Right.
If I can put it that way, because we became friends through
the
choir, and we've been really good friends for about 7 to 8 years now. And
We
I don't
understand each other.
it just happened.
We get each other.
Yeah.
Where there's a shortcoming with the other one fills it up. So that's
And that's emotionally, musically, professionally as well, because professionally he does accounting, which is so far from what I've been doing.
Yeah.
But it all just lines up. We just both understand each other really well. Yeah.
No, and that's very rare, I must say. But let's talk about the theme of this performance. I mean, it's prioritization of mental well-being. How do you intend to bring that across in your performance?
Music, currently, you know, it's already doing that.
Yes.
One might not notice it, or one might not put a name to it yet, but whenever you're sad, you listen to music. When you're happy, you listen to music. It's a safe space for so many people, and it's been a safe space for us. I'm a very shy person sometimes, but the moment I get onto that stage, you know, everything fades away.
Right.
And I'm one with my music, I'm one with my accompanist, and that experience is what we want to give people. You know, you will face a lot of difficulty in your daily lives, jobs, family, relationships, with friends, relationships with lovers, but there is that space for you. There's that space that you can create for yourself, you know, in music, or through singing, or just, you know, attending a concert at least. Let's take you on a journey with us. And that's what we intend to do.
Do you want to add something to that?
And we hope to, in the future, seeing as this is now the very first one of Symphony of the Soul, we hope to broaden it up to teach, well, specifically younger people, this, I would almost call it this magic
Recipe.
yeah, this magic recipe, you know.
Yes.
It's therapy. That's the best way I can explain it to you, and it's inexpensive. To be like, we all know how expensive therapy can be. So yeah, that's the direction we would like to move in, but artistically, in music specifically.
And if I can just add on that again,
please, yes.
Music has this tendency. I think I spoke about it in the newspaper today. Actually, music has this tendency to actually force you to go through the emotions that you're actually feeling.
Right.
You know, and because there's a difference between overcoming the emotions that you're experiencing and actually going through them.
Right.
And music has this tendency of making you physically go through those emotions. And at the end of the day, at the end of that song, you feel so much better.
Right.
You feel so much better, and that is, it's therapy, like Trudy said.
It's therapeutic. Obviously, music is therapeutic, yes. Now, the lineup for your concert is quite impressive because, you know, you have a particular group of people. Why did you choose that particular group of people to participate in this event? And do you intend for this event to become an annual event? Just in brief.
So someone also asked me this question, and the best way I could describe it was, it's a family affair, because everyone involved is people who have been part of our journeys specifically over the years. So it's not a really big group of people.
Right.
The choir, Voices of Windhoek, it's the grown-ups of the College of the Arts Youth Choir, the Kota Youth Choir.
Right.
So we're a really small group, but I think we're really making such beautiful music together.
Yes.
And we've come such a long way through so many obstacles together, and we just saw it really fitting for them to partake in this first event of ours.
Right.
And in this Field Trip is a group that I co-founded in 2020, and we participated in the Search competition that was held back then.
Right.
And we came second place overall out of over 1,000 entries, and through that we really got a lot of other opportunities. Like last year we got the opportunity to go to South Africa and attend some workshops with great artists on that side, like Yanni de Toit and Renette Bauer and what was the other artist that I mentioned yesterday? Okay, I can't remember at the moment. But there were a couple of artists that really helped us a lot.
Right.
And we are a really tight friend group as well. So they just had to be part of it, and it's they sing amazing.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
if I have to say so myself.
That's so
And
nice.
then of course myself and Nythen.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Well, Nythen, is there something that you would like to add? Because we are going to close off our show with a musical piece.
I would just like to invite everyone that's in Windhoek to, please buy your ticket. You can either contact Trudy and myself, or you can get your ticket on web tickets, only for $100. And at the door, we'll also be selling tickets for $120.
Yes.
Also, I just need to add one last thing, is
Yes.
that the doors will open at 5:30. The show strictly starts at 6.
We start singing whether there's one person in the audience or 10.
And that's the classical mentality.
Great. Oh, that sounds great. Well, we certainly wish you all the best, and let this not be the end. I mean, let not even the sky be your limit. Continue that wonderful space that you are in right now.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
And of course, speaking to Nythen and to Trudy, who are going to be giving us a spectacular, classical concert called Symphony of the Soul. So if you are going to be present, do so. But that just about also then wraps up our show for this evening. Of course, we are going to end off on a musical note, seeing that we have been speaking to musicians. But the Daily Roundup will, of course, be back again same time, same place tomorrow. So for me, Soini Nagongo, and the rest of the production crew, we wish you a great evening in the company, of course, of NBC. Let's close off on that musical break.